Manga. They haven't read it, whatever it is yet, right? And they either want to be kept abreast or they just want to conversate about the anime as new episodes come out. So we're going to do that. This is going to be a place you can do that. You can do that here on Twitch every Wednesday, every Friday on YouTube. We'll rebroadcast these live episodes. Now, this episode isn't live because this is a remake of a screw up that I did. To explain, this is actually aired on the 15th. I mean, this is actually being recorded on the 15th. On the 8th, we recorded this episode. Well, we didn't record it. We aired it live. And by mistake, the video that you see playing in the background, by mistake, we didn't cap that off. So it did one or two things. First off, it destroyed the audio integrity, because while I'm talking and while this music is playing, then you got this audio from this video blaring. And then two, it kind of gave us some audio issues, like with Twitch, where they banned a lot of the audio. So we just deleted it, of course, and now we're starting fresh. So just to give you guys an understanding of what you're getting yourself into here, is we're going to be airing this anime spoiler cast in 3 sections. First, we're going to go over the latest in Bleach news. Secondly, we're going to go over the episode or episodes that are in question. And there's a rating system. Like when we go over the episodes, I'm looking at the main characters that were introduced, the best fight encounters and the plot twists. And I give them a rating, and then I rate each episode. And then lastly, we'll just chat it up, and then we'll close out the show. We'll chat it up with the chat. Now, right, I'm giving everybody a warning. If you're watching this live, first few episodes, we're going to just open it up to everybody. But my concern is, again, there's a couple of things in the news that happened. The first thing that happened in the news is India has found a resolution to getting Bleach airing in that location live. There's a couple of outlets that are doing it live. However, Brazil hasn't found a remedy yet, which sucks. So we're hoping that the clan over at Viz Media or whoever does the distribution, in those regions, can get Brazil on top. There's nothing like having an anime that is inspiring and that is so fire like Bleach and you not having access to it. It reminds me of when Data Bayo was around. Yeah, for those of you that know about torrents and Data Bayo, remember they used to do the translation for Bleach, and they would F with the translation a little bit, and it wouldn't be exact, but it was badass. But it wasn't about the translation that they were doing. I mean, that was cool. But the thing that was most important is we didn't have to wait for the crappy low-grade subs to hit Cartoon Planet or Adult Swim weeks later or a month later. You know what I mean? We could watch it same day. And then Crunchyroll signed a contract with Viz Media, I believe it was. Whoever was responsible for the distribution, and that put an end to Data Bayo. They sent them a cease and desist order. They didn't comply at first. It just got ugly, involved the FBI, seizing servers, and Data Bayo was no more. Sad, very sad day. Anywho, but at least Crunchyroll was around. if you wanted to see episodes, even though you had to pay for them, whatever. And you didn't have through Database because of the torrents. That being said, everybody's paying for the stuff now. These are different times. And I can't imagine not being able to see my favorite anime as it drops. Like, you know, there's fans of Chainsaw Man. There's fans of My Hero Academia. There's fans of Jujutsu Kaisen, and Demon Slayer. And can you imagine if you just happen to be in a location where they won't air it live, and everybody's talking about it on the internet, and you just got to block it? That sucks. So Asian culture is so kick ass. Asian cinema, Asian TV, it's just so kick ass. And I know a lot of times they're traditionalists and they like to, you know, keep it with them. You know what I'm saying? But we enjoy it so much. And I'm just hoping they get better at making sure that the distribution globally reaches everybody, because it's so well desired. You know what I mean? So many fans all over the world. So hopefully that gets taken care of. The next thing is, and you know how we do. Let me show you something. All right, so this is the latest news on Anime News Network in regards to Chad for the dub. His previous English dub actor, Jameson Price, no longer auditions for roles of people of color. It says it announced on Thursday that it has recast the role of Chad to Yasura Sato in the English dub, and the person is going to be Elaine Mesa. And Price added from his post that he no longer auditions for roles of characters that are people of color. And this is Price voiced the character, from episodes 86 to 366. So it's cool. You got some parts in here where the new actor gives his flowers to Jameson, and he's honored to be doing that role. And I've started to see the dub editions of Bleach start to hit Hulu. So, you know, that's a whole month, you know, that you got to wait for the dub, but it's understandable. Let's get the sub out first. Those are the best ones. And then you can do the dubs. But the dubs are coming out. They have their voice actor and all that good stuff. All right. So that's that for the news. Let's now talk about the episodes. Where the episodes are, again, I break them up into 4 sections. 3 sections. Section 1 is main characters, best fight encounter, plot twist. All right, so we're gonna go through 1 through 5. We're gonna breeze through this, right? So episode 1 that aired on October the 10th, 2022. The summary is Soul Society is observing a certain surge in number of hollows being destroyed. I have here the main characters are Captain Commander, and Ichigo. And I gave the character score a 4 for the implementation of not only them, but all of the new people and how they're so mysterious at the beginning. I think the best fight encounter was Ichigo versus the Iron Card guy. The guy that he had to fight at the beginning that tried to steal his bank. Banka didn't do it because the Iron Cards were trying to revive themselves and come back. No, what happened is they're being controlled by somebody or some group, right? Best fight encounter was Trey Bestias, the women group from, if you remember them from the first arc. That, you know, they can all separate their arm and create that big ass monster. And versus Quiggy-Opie. Quiggy-Opie is one of the soldiers of the group of people that are controlling the Iron Cars now in Hokumondo. And I got the plot twist is this. Hokumondo is under attack. Old Iron Car allies of Ichigo come for his help. It's discovered that the Quincy's have taken Hokumondo under their control. So these people are Quincy's, yes. And I gave the scores like this: 3.5 to the fighting, 4 to the plot twist, 3.5 to the character score. It averaged out to like 3.7. It wasn't as good as the first episode, but the first episode was stellar, still great, still good. I enjoyed it. Next episode 3 that aired on October 24th, while their boss Yawachi, the head of all this Yawachi. All right, episode 4. Wonder Reich mobilizes his elite forces. Score a 3 out of 5. I gave the fight encounters a 3 out of 5. And here's what I say about the plot twist. Captains discover that they are stealing their bankais, not selling them. They ask for Ichigo's help, but on his way to Soul Society, he is trapped by Kurogi Opie. Chado is critically injured, too, by Kurogi Opie. And I gave that a 3. Not a bad episode at all, but it wasn't as exciting as the previous episodes. It was more like a bridge gap in the story. So overall, I gave that a 3 out of 5. It's good story. I mean, good, thing. It's brutal, but it's a precursor to the next episode, which is Kick-Ass. And that is episode 5. Episode 5 is Kurogi Opie uses his power to imprison Ichigo inside the Garganta. As he tries to break free, Ichigo begins to hear through his soul phone, the screams of the Soul Reapers falling to the enemy's onslaught. The main characters here are Captain Commander and Driscoll Birchie. Now, just to explain who Driscoll Birchie is, at the beginning of this, Captain Commander's right-hand man, I forget his name, got killed. So like I said, everybody that's ever pivotal role that was introduced is getting killed. He got killed, and after he was killed, nobody understood, because this is the Captain Commander's bodyguard or right-hand man. Now, funny, after the Stern Riders, after they killed his right-hand man, they appear in front of the Captain Commander and they say, "Oh my, you don't have any bodyguards." He said, and Captain Commander says, "I am here. There is no better bodyguard than me." And as he goes to go singe them, they just disappear. So that was episode 1. We come to find out that Driscoll Birchie, who is one of the Stern Riders, he's the one that killed Captain Commander's right-hand man, stole his Bankai, and is attempting to use the Bankai on one of the generals, the Soul Society generals. Captain Commander appears out of nowhere, and it's a very interesting story. They give a backdrop to his right-hand man, and then a fight ensues. I gave the character introduction of 4.25. The best fight, again, is Captain Commander and Driscoll Birchie. This was like a pivotal part. He said, "You invaded. I've been looking for you." And to this, there's another Stern Rider with your watch, and to the Stern Rider's amazement, again, he killed 3 of his comrades, and he lunges at your watch. Well, it fades to other things happening into the episode, and then we fade back to your watch holding Kenpachi by the throat and saying, "I'm disappointed. I designated you as an outlier, like someone to look out for. Now I'm about to kill you." And he's in the process of ripping out his throat. And then Captain Commander comes out of nowhere to stop him, and there's going to be an ensuing battle. So I gave that a 4.5. So that entire episode is 4.18. We might as well say 4.2. Matter of fact, let me do this. We don't have these weird. Well, no, it's not gonna let me do it. Try to get rid of these weird figures. Oh, here we go. Okay. There we go. All right. That's cool. So that's a 4.2. So that right there is the best episode to date. Now, people in an uproar about episode 6. I haven't seen episode 6. We'll soon see how great that episode is. And we'll be talking about it live tomorrow. So with that said, that's pretty much it for the show. It's going to be more blown out and fleshed out because we're going to be talking about these episodes in depth. We'll be doing it with the cast, but I just wanted to do a quick overspill to make up for our screw up the other day. So enjoy this and be ready for when we go and review episode 6. So thank you very much for joining me. And until next time, have a wonderful, wonderful anime watching day on Hard Knock Digital Culture. Peace.